Alrighty, this is a 1996 Mercedes W202 W202 chassis, C220 model. What I'm doing today is I'm removing the EGR valve, cleaning it, and replacing it. What happened was I went in for smog. The emissions passed. There was a mechanical check that came back for check engine light. As soon as they pulled the car out of the bay, stopped it, and I restarted it, the check engine light was gone. When I went to check the readiness on my handheld tester, I got a mill was okay. EGR was not ready, and the cat was not ready. I already know that I need to replace both of the cats, but what I'm hoping to do is in California you're allowed one fault before it passes smog. EGR apparently did pass because otherwise it would have sent up an error code, and it would have come back in the smog report. It did not do that. So what you're going to have to do if you want to get to this EGR valve, what you'll need to do is you'll need to take off the fuel rail, because the back of the fuel rail right here, this section, sits just about right over top of where the EGR valve goes. So what does the EGR valve look like? Well, glad you asked. EGR valve looks like this, and this is the orientation that it takes. I've got a broken piece off of there because what I did last time when I did my head gasket replacement was I did something really stupid. I was in a rush to get it all put together because I was all amped up that I got the head gasket finished, and I just kind of slapping things together, and I broke a piece of metal off of there, which is not good. Anyway, I did check the pressure on, did check the vacuum on the EGR valve, and the EGR does hold vacuum. I'll go ahead and walk you through that procedure right now. Back over to the bench. So what I'll do to check the vacuum, again, what I said earlier was there's a diaphragm in here. What happens to this a lot of times, since this EGR valve sits so closely to the head, it builds up a lot of heat. And this diaphragm in here is made of either rubber or silicone. I'm not sure which one it is. But if it's got a leak in it, when you pump it up, you will hear a hiss if you put your ear close to it, and it will not hold vacuum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump this up to, let's say pump it up to about 20 is plenty. Okay. What you're looking for on this, and I don't know what the bleed down time on this is, but figure it's about 18 psi right now, and it is holding vacuum. Okay, it's been on there for about 10-15 seconds now, and when you pump that up, what will happen is, see that little white diaphragm will contract. So the top of the valve goes up to the top of the EGR valve, and it opens up this port down in here so that your exhaust gas can go from right here, your manifold, through the exhaust port right there. And if you look at where this is connected, this winds around all the way down to the throttle body, where it gets sucked into the combustion chamber. Okay. So we're still at about 18. So I'm confident that this is holding vacuum. There are no leaks in the diaphragm. When you're checking this yourself, I can't get this to hold steady. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set this up